This is the QUB Electric DeLorean. This is a project that we conceived to inspire the next generation of school pupils to consider careers in electrical engineering.
Lots of young people now don't look to engineering as an exciting career. They see it as boring, and they need to look back to our history. Back to the Future is all about looking back. If you look back in time, look at those massive cranes in the Belfast shipyard, all of the engineering jobs that went with that. The future is about jobs in the engineering sector, and in particular in energy and renewable energy. And we need to get 38,000 vacancies at the moment that can't be filled because young people aren't interested in this area. So we've got to generate that interest. This is an exciting car. The film's an exciting film, and what we want to do is prove to young people that there's an exciting career in electrical engineering. Northern Ireland Electricity Networks have sponsored this for the very reason that there are not enough young people that are studying for engineering at the moment. What we want to do is generate that interest and let people see that Back to the Future is all about a future career in engineering.
The idea came about whenever we were looking for a mascot to represent the department in our newly refurbished building, and I had this idea and I didn't think it would take off, but lo and behold, I was told it's a goer. And we secured sponsorship in June 2013 from NIE Networks, and following that we acquired this DeLorean and received it in January 2014, and the last 18 months I've been busy to restore it into the condition you see today. I've had students, both local and international, working in this car. So our own final year students from the electrical and electronic engineering pathway at Queen's have been heavily involved in both restoring the car but also all the critical engineering design elements of the electric propulsion. And then we have software projects in the car as well. So we had two students who interned with us last summer from Princeton University who have designed an absolutely lovely Android app that displays all the information from the car's electronic systems and shows you where charge stations are across the island of Ireland, and very exciting.
It was very difficult. At the very start we came into the room and it was full of boxes. We didn't know if there was car parts in there, and we were just working off a plain chassis. So I started in, got the motor up and running, and then we started to build the car up. The electric motor is attached directly to the wheels. We've got it through the gearbox here at the minute, so then it just turns away as any other motor would, and then all the extras is controlled. There's a charger put in, but all the extras then are much the same as a normal car. I saw it the other day then driving off the trailer, and I was so happy to see it coming together.
There's been lots of exciting projects coming up at Queen's. In our labs we do a variety of projects throughout university, but the DeLorean was one in particular that interested me and I hope to work on more in the future as well. Well, I didn't think a project like this would sort of be reachable. You know, if you come to uni and you see a project like this and you're quite surprised because it is something so out there and so different, and I'm glad that I could be involved in it.
The top speed of the car is 120 miles per hour. The original petrol engine was 130 brake horsepower. This electric motor is 270 horsepower. So we've basically doubled the horsepower of the motor, so we've improved the acceleration of it quite considerably. Been born in the 80s and growing up through Back to the Future, Star Trek TNG and all that kind of stuff, they all have a heavy influence, so definitely I could never have dreamed that I'd end up involved in a project like this.
I've seen all the movies quite a number of times, and I was happy to see it then coming in this car.
It's a great way to promote, with such an iconic car from Belfast in the movie. You see it everywhere, and it does help kids realise that there is exciting things to do within the fields of electrical engineering and electronics too. We're getting towards more girls getting into engineering. I know there's more in my year than there was in years above me, and it's great to see because I try to encourage it everywhere I go. I love it, so.
Lots of students have said to me the same thing what I said, they could never believe they would end up doing something like this, and there's just something about a DeLorean, unlike any other car, that just has this effect on people where you don't hear a word of pessimism about it. Everybody just loves the car.
More and more of our energy is going to come from renewable sources. That needs advanced technology, it needs intellectual horsepower, and it needs the young people coming through with the capability to be able to think through new and innovative ideas and new and innovative solutions. This car and this film was all about innovation and creativity, and that's what we need in this sector, and that's what we need from the young people coming through.
I read a statistic there recently that 80% of the jobs in the future are going to be to do with STEM subjects because technology is evolving so quickly. quickly. So it is vital to get as many people as possible into this field and interested in it.
At the outset of this project, it's once in a blue moon you'd see an electric car in Belfast, but with the likes of what Tesla Motors are doing in the States, investing heavily in big battery plants, just innovative design of cars, these range limitations are gradually being overcome. On my drive into here today, I passed 2 electric cars on the road, so actually I must say they passed me, yeah. So, but, jealous, but yeah, it's been an absolutely fantastic project to be involved in. Anytime anybody sees a DeLorean, they just light up. The enthusiasm for it is fantastic.
This is a great opportunity to take what was a live event 30 odd years ago, bring it to the future, and then get people thinking about the next 30 years. So the key thing is looking at the history, looking at what we learned from that, and how do we bring that forward and into the future, and how do we get young people engaged in that.